Ladies and gentlemen, welcome this afternoon to the 2004 Pennsylvania High School Hockey Championships. Today's AAA matchup between Malvern Prep, the four-time Flyers Cup champion, and Mount Lebanon, who hasn't been here since 1976, 1985, something like that. We were kidding. We saw Mickey McDermott come in. He was the coach of that 76 team. And Rich Cunningham, who was the winning goalie. So all the Mount Lebanon people are here, but Malvern's been here 3 years in a row. I'm with Kevin Zolmansky. I'm Jeff Morrow. Kevin's been to the finals. He was here in '98, and he's played both of these teams this season, so he knows a little bit about them. Let's go over to Mount Lebanon first, Kevin. No secret, Matt Vaughn, 1 goal, 4 playoff games. Kind of been the reason they've gotten here.
He's been the backbone of their team. He's played tremendously well for them in goal during the playoffs. And as the team has played well in front of him, he's been their last line of defense, has done a great job, only giving up 1 goal, and definitely one of the main reasons they're playing today.
One of the things is a lot of people don't know, Mount Lebanon has some firepower up front. Eric Sloan scored the 2 big goals in the Penguin Cup, but Chad Udstrom, Billy Leckenby, Tony Valerino, they put some pucks in the net for them too.
All the attention has been gone to how they play well defensively, but they have some individual players that got some skill. Eric Sloan made some tremendous plays in that game to beat Meadville, but the line he's on with Leckenby and Valerino's been successful all season. Valerino's got 30 goals in the league, and the second line with Michael Jordan and Udstrom have also contributed. So even though our defense gets attention, they can put the puck in the net when they have to.
All right, let's go over to the flip side. Malvern Prep, we saw them up in Meadville. Mark Satola is going to be in goal. Brian Mountain, who was the MVP of the Flyers Cup, is not going to get the start today. Satola, the senior, who's been here the last 2 years, he's going to get the start. What's the psyche, Kevin, with that when you have 2 goaltenders like that?
Well, sometimes it's really difficult to decide. It seems like a strange move right now to be going and changing your starting goalie right before the championship game, but we're not involved in the locker room and seeing what the situation is, and Coach Graves feels he's going to go with a new guy today, and if it doesn't go out to start well, he can always make the change early on, but you got to wonder how your players will respond to that.
The one thing is the contrasting of these teams. Mount Lebanon pretty defensive. They play it, strong defensive 3 lines. Malvern Prep, on the other hand, is a little more wide open. Campanelle, Byrne, Martin, we know the story. These guys are snipers, so Mount Lebanon is going to have their hands full. How do you think Paul Tabai is going to look at that?
I think early on he's just going to want to wait and fill out the process early and wait for his chances. He knows that they have some individual talent up front, and he's confident in his team's defense, and so he's going to make them beat them with individual plays, not allow them to drive to the net too well, take care of things in front, and wait for them to make a mistake, and maybe he gets a good chance the other way with some of his guys.
Lost a lot of sleep over this game trying to figure out who's going to win, And it could be a bounce, could be some discipline. You play both of these teams. Tough to make a prediction, but I think that on the discipline side, Mount Lebanon really has it. But, maybe on the depth side, Malvern. What goes into this championship when we get into the third period in a tight game?
Well, you start looking for a little luck, and sometimes that's the difference. But, it is the most interesting matchup is the contrast in Malvern's offense against the way Mount Lebanon plays well defensively. So we're going to see how that plays out today, and it might come down to somebody making some good bounces in the third period.
Well, Jeff Moore along with Kevin Zolmansky, I'm looking forward to calling the game. This should be an exciting game.
Should be a good game.
Right. Coming up next, Malvern Prep, Central Catholic.
The hope of the brave.
Jeff Morrow, Kevin Zolmansky, a stirring rendition by Bob Sebastian. We have history here, Kevin. Mount Lebanon, everybody knows about 1976. If we don't talk about that, we won't have to. Eastern Pennsylvania, it's been since 1990. I talked to Vinny Sammartino over there from the Eastern League since they swept. This is their opportunity to do that. Carroll won today, Radnor won today, so Malvern can sweep it. But there's a little pressure on Malvern since they've been here the last 3 years.
They got the experience. This is their 4th trip to the state finals. They haven't been able to close the deal out yet. I think they're feeling pretty confident, and they're looking to have a successful trip for all the Eastern schools here today. Like you mentioned, since 1990, since they swept.
Early on in this game, I think one of the things is, and we talked about the contrast at the outset, what do you look for from Mount Lebanon early on?
Well, I look for them to maybe challenge a different goalie, the guy that hadn't played the last game. Maybe see how test his nerves a little bit, make him make a few clutch saves. See how Malvern's going to play aggressively or not in their own zone. So I think Lebo's at home. I think they'll press the attack when they get their opportunity. They'll challenge the goalie.
On the other hand, Malvern, you know, sometimes they give up the on-man breaks. Mount Lebanon is going to be looking to take advantage of that.
I think that'll be something to definitely look for early on. If Malvern gets too aggressive with their skill, tries to make too many plays, and they get caught in too deep, maybe Mount Lebanon can counter right there and have a quality chance against their goalie and see how he's going to handle it early on.
One of the interesting things, I talked to John Graves over at the hotel yesterday, and he said, you know, that Chris Campanell is becoming the leader. He doesn't do much talking. The players are doing the talking. What do you think about that?
I think that's what you want at this time of the year. There's only so much you can do as a coach at this time. I mean, the players have got to step up and make their plays. You want to see the leadership. You want to see that inside the locker room and on the ice. I mean, you've been drilling and practicing your system all year, and you're looking for your best players to play their best and lead the way here today.
Okay, Tim Gehring's going to step in between with Michael Jordan, Norm Foss, and away we go. The 2004 Pennsylvania High School Hockey Championships are underway. Weiland going to move that puck up out of the zone, and Gehring's going to try to keep it in. Here comes Campanell in over the line. He's going to shoot it. Just went wide of the net, and Valerino's there for Mount Lebanon. Good play by Gehring to keep the puck in. Simons moves it up along. And a play there by Beener. Martin tries to move the puck over, and there's Campanell. Campanell with that puck, and he's all dangerous, but good play by Weiland. Matt Campanell keeps the puck in the zone, but it comes out to center ice. Benner moves it along over to Gehring, and Gehring's going to try to dump it into the Mount Lebanon zone, but Simons grabs that puck. Here comes Martin. Martin in over the line. Tries to beat four Mount Lebanon players. Vaughn steers it to the corner. Here comes Weiland with the puck for Mount Lebanon, and he clears it out of the zone, and it gets by Will Alvarona, and Satola has to play it along to Benner. Benner moves the puck up to Campanell. He's met there by Hamill. Evron's going to move it around the boards to Sikra. Sikra's going to come up over center ice. Good back checking there, and here's Warren Byrne out for his first shift for the Malvern Prep Friars. Byrne turns it in his own end. He tries to make a little move, and Alvarona clears it up to Horn, and Horn's going to try to get that puck out. Udstrom clears it down behind the net, and there's Eric Sloan on the chase for the Blue Devils. Moves it down behind the net where Udstrom is met there by Will Alvarona. Quick moving first period. Petruska up for Mount Lebanon, and he clears, and we have an offside play. One of the things that we've watched in the first couple of games is pretty simple hockey. Malvern likes to hold on to that puck, and Mount Lebanon looks like they're going to take the man and play the body.
Well, they're going to have to. You can't allow Mount Lebanon's skilled players to have their way with you. And early on, you could see that 96 is playing with it in the slot here. He's trying to make a play, and it almost cost them there. But that's what their game is, to make plays.
Okay, John Graves sends out a third unit. Here's Culligan. Jim Behe up with it, and up to Donahue. Donahue moves it along. Up to Notebard. Notebard in over the Mount Lebanon line. Moves it in front. There's Jim Behe. He's going to turn and shoot. Oh, and a good save by Vaughn as he had to go down and be sharp on his stick. Good chance of the third line there. Jim Behe was in between the slot and took a quick shot.
It was interesting that they started out, Mount Lebanon, they put their first line out against their first line of Malvern's, and now you had a third line, so they went 1, 2, 3, both teams, and right there the third line from Malvern had a great chance in front, either hit Vaughn or hit the defenseman shin guard in front.
Okay, Martin's going to step in here against Jordan. Shot to the net, and Vaughn cleans it up.
This goes to show you faceoffs are going to be key. There's a good scoring chance right there off the draw. You got to bear down on your faceoffs there. If you're not going to get it cleanly, you got to tie your guy up, or you got to get through and block those shots.
Okay, Gehring takes the faceoff against Jordan, and we have another whistle. Looks like, the teams are no nonsense lining up. I think that somebody's going to get a couple chances here early that we're going to have to see what happens. Okay, Weiland is going to move that puck around his own net. Tried to move it off the boards. And here comes Billy Leckenby. Leckenby up over center ice. He's just going to dump it away into the Malvern zone. Here's Jordan in for Mount Lebanon. Moves it to Leckenby. And he's met there in a good play. Matt Campanell picks up that puck and moves it to Martin. Martin with a rink-wide pass up to Campanell, but Danny Weiland's going to get there first for Mount Lebanon. Here comes Jordan, tries to move the puck off the boards, but Tony Valerino cleans up his own end for Mount Lebanon. Simons clears it up off the glass, and Matt Campanell is going to be there for, looks like there might have been too many men there, but Billy Leckaby climbed up back on the bench.
Yeah, but he didn't make a play on the puck, so the referees are going to let him play there.
That's a good call. Will Alvarona up there for Malvern. He's just going to clear it up. Here comes Byrne up against Hamill, and Hamill's going to lean that big body against Byrne, but Byrne's a big player. Moves the puck down low. Here's Campanell. Campanell battling down in the corners. Byrne up with it. And here's Weiland. He's going to clear it around the boards back to Alvarona. Alvarona moves it out. A good play by Danny Weiland. Weiland moves up to Hudstrom. Here comes Hudstrom. Moves it over to Sloan. Oh, take a shot. Oh, and a good defensive play. And we're going to have a penalty. It looked like Sicker was pulled down on the play. Mount Lebanon with a good chance, but good back checking, but that second back check looked like a penalty.
What happened there is exactly what you were talking about at the pregame. Malvern's defenseman held the blue line, and Mount Lebanon was able to chip it past him and had an odd man break. Sloan wasn't able to get a good clean shot at the first time, but Chicker came through in a second attempt, and they hauled him down. So Mount Lebanon will go to the power play now. But what's interesting to note, I think, is Jordan was playing with Leckenby and Valerino, and Sloan was moved with Udstrom and Chicker. So looks to be a little different look for Coach Tabai's lines today.
Okay, Sloan's going to move it back to Leckenby. Leckenby on the point. Moves in between the circles, and it's blocked. Leckenby moves to Sloan. Sloan over to Billy Leckenby. Sloan moves that puck down low to Valerino. Valerino up with it for the Blue Devils. Here's Leckenby, moves it down low to Sloan. Good puck control here for Mount Lebanon. Puck over to Hamill. Hamill steps in between the circles. Here's Sloan. Oh, and a good defensive play there as Benner grabbed that puck. Back to the point. Here's Leckenby. Leckenby just throws it down low. And Benner's going to step. Here's Udstrom, and he fans. Shot. Rebound. And Satola grabs that puck. Good puck movement by Mount Lebanon, but they're going to have to work it in towards the net, Kev.
They like to work it out of the left hash mark here, coming off the right wing boards, or left wing boards on the right shot, and they got a forward and Leckenby back on the point. And I think they need to be careful with some of the skilled players from Malvern up front. So they poke it past one of those D, they can look for a sure-handed opportunity.
And having said that, here's Byrne and Martin out for Malvern to kill the penalty. So it's a pretty interesting call there, Kev. Very good, astute call. Here's Weiland. Weiland's going to move it around to Sloan. But Justin Martin's going to get there for Malvern. He holds on to that puck. Tries to move it up to Byrne, but it's stolen. Here comes Valerino. Back for Mount Lebanon. Moves it around the boards to Sloan. Sloan back to the point to Leckenby. Down along the boards. Into Valerino. Valerino holds the puck. But Mount Lebanon's going to try to clear. Good play there by Farrell. But Sloan gets the puck over to Leckenby. Oh, and Will Alvarado blocked that puck. Great play by Udstrom to keep it in. Here's Malvern. They're going to have a chance to clear. And a good play by Leckenby. Here comes Martin. Martin and Byrne. 2-on-2. There's good defensive play there by Weiland as he knocked him to the ice.
That was an excellent play by Weiland. He was trying to get around it for a good chance. Another nice hit check.
Nick Alvarado clears it up the center, and Hamill's going to grab it there with 9:48 remaining here in the first period. Will Alvarado for Malvern. Going to move that puck and ice it with 10 seconds left in the penalty. There's Hamill up with it for Mount Lebanon. He moves it along to Jordan. Jordan up with it. Here comes Sikra. Over to Jordan. Jordan, one man back. Shoots it to the net. It's a total clear to the side. Back in front. Oh, and it just went wide. Here's Hamill back at the point. Hamill moves it down low. Good action here in the first opening minutes. Here's Ennis up. He moves the puck ahead. And it's too wide for Horn.
One quality chance off that Mount Lebanon power play came kind of on a broken play when Leckenby made a nice hit in the high top of the circles to keep it in, and they threw it in front, and Udstrom was denied.
Here's Rosen. Rosen, Mount Lebanon sets up shot. Okay, here comes number 17 for Malvern Prep, and that's Mac Dunton. Moves it in front, number 6. Oh, in front. Where's that puck? Matt Vaughn's going to get it. Jeff Buca had a good chance there. He tried to go to the backhand, and Vaughn laid down on the ice and wouldn't let him get it by.
And he controlled the rebound real well. He knew exactly where it was. Vaughn does an excellent job of keeping his awareness in the crease is good, and he knew where to get the puck and cover it up for the faceoff. But once again, Malvern's in the slot area challenging Mount Lebanon's defense.
Interesting, the line matchups, Kevin. You know, it looks like Mount Lebanon and Malvern are using 4 lines here.
So far, that seems to be the strategy of the coaches to get everyone involved early on.
Okay, Weiland's going to move the puck. 8:44 remaining here in the first period. Here's Donahue. Moves along, but Simons has it. Here we're going to have a penalty. And it looks like Mount Lebanon's going to go to the box. Referee Dave Cossack. So Malvern Prep's going to go on the power play here with 8:36 remaining in the first period. So we get the first chance to look at this potent, highly touted Malvern Prep power play.
Anytime you got all the skilled players that they have, you should have a pretty decent power play. I mean, I haven't seen them since January, but they've been pretty successful recently, so we'll get a look at what they're going to do now.
Well, Gehring, Benner up front, who's normally a defenseman. Campanel's going to be on the back line, so they may be looking to take the shot. Here's Campanel. Moves it over to his brother Matt. Takes a shot, and it's blocked by Billy Leckerby. Good block there by Leckerby.
It was a good block. It was a good shot. He got a lot of it on there on the far point, and fortunately for Mount Lebanon, it hit Leckerby, and he's able to clear it.
Justin Martin's going to set up shop. Up to Gehring. Gehring just rags the puck down and bangs it into the Mount Lebanon zone. Martin's going to leave it there for Campanel. Campanel moves it over to Gehring. Good puck movement by the Friars. Here's Gehring up with it. Gehring moves it down low to Martin. Martin has the puck. 1:27 remaining in the period, or in the penalty. And the puck clears out of the zone. Chris Campanel up with it. He'll move it along to Martin, but it's cleared out. Good play by Benner to keep it in, but a better play by Sloan. Good effort there by Sloan to get his stick in there.
And they also were able to get some new penalty killers out there. Looks like Malvern's setting up in an umbrella with Campanella at the top quarterback and the whole setup.
Okay, here's Tim Gehring. He moves it along. But Mount Lebanon's going to get there first, and Evron moves it. Here's Sloan after that puck against Matt Campanell, and a good play by Campanell to defuse a chance.
That's the one guy you don't want to see get a chance there if you're Malvern. Sloan was bearing down on him.
Sloan looks possessed out here today. Here's Matt Campanell back for Malvern Prep. 7:11 remaining here in the first period, and 38 seconds remaining in the penalty for the Mount Lebanon Blue Devils. Gehring's going to lug that puck up over center ice and into the Mount Lebanon zone. Good work there by Hamels. He clears the puck off the zone. Here comes Sloan, one man back, and a good play by Nick Averona to break up a potential Mount Lebanon chance. Benner's going to try to clear it in, but Hamels going to get there first. Nick Averona just clears it into the Mount Lebanon zone, and Matt Bond's going to hold on. Pretty much a feeling out process here, Coach?
Seems to be, especially on the power play there. Malvern had a good rush when they come up the sideboards, and they didn't do that the second time. Levo likes to take the way to the middle of the ice on their penalty kill, and maybe Coach Graves can recognize that and adjust to the next chance and come up the sideboards and get into the zone that way.
Okay, here's Byrne up with it. Byrne for Malvern Prep. Moves it back to Averona, takes a big drive, and a good save by Vaughn.
Malvern's getting a lot of quality chances off offensive zone faceoffs. It's something to look later on in the game. It could be a key play.
Well, Coach Graves thinks that if they can get some power play chances that they'll be able to break Mount Lebanon. The longer this goes 0-0, Mount Lebanon has to feel comfortable because they've been involved in those games, Kev.
All their playoff games have been that way so far in the Penguin Cup Series, so they shouldn't be too rattled. They shouldn't panic. They should handle it pretty well.
Okay. Puck moved along the boards. There's Horn. Horn back to Averona. Averona's going to move it down low. Into Byrne. Byrne trying to battle for that puck. Ballerino on him. Byrne walks to the front of the net, and Billy Leckerby steals the puck. 6:25 remaining, and they're going to clear the puck, and we're going to have an icing call. Jeff Morrow, Central Catholic coach Kevin Zolmansky, and Mr. Doug Heck, the Super Techno, giving us all the color and a jam-packed Robert Morse Island Sports Center for the 2004 Pennsylvania High School Hockey Championships between Mount Lebanon and Malvern.
Excellent crowd here. Everyone's packed in 3 deep along the boards.
Ryland sets it up behind his own net. 6:15 remaining here in the first period. Malvern with a real different, interesting look on the forecheck. Overload the one side of the ice. Big battle along the boards down there. The big Malvern and Mount Lebanon frames are battling. Here's Will Alvarona. Moves it up to Horn. It's stolen away there. Here's Leckenby. Leckenby just cleared the puck into the zone, and Michael Jordan's going to give chase. Nick Averona gets there first, and his brother Will is going to move the puck. And a smart play, carrying that puck out of the zone. Averona just going to clear it into the zone, but Weiland gets there first. Here comes Jordan. Jordan tries to move Nordstrom, but Nick Averona gets there first, and he's going to clear it back into the Mount Lebanon zone. 5:33 remaining here in the first period. Here comes Donahue. Donahue keeps the puck in the zone. He's down low. Mount Lebanon is able to clear. Nordstrom gives chase back, and Dunton gets there for the Friars. Here comes Donahue for Malvern Prep. Tries to get the puck up over center and into the Mount Lebanon zone, but Mount Lebanon holds the zone nicely, and they clear out.
Mount Lebanon does a good job of denying the defensive blue line on the point of attack of entry for the offensive team. He did it again there.
Puck moved into Satola, and he juggles it, and he'll hold on. Mount Lebanon seems to do a great job in the neutral zone. You just mentioned just really smart anticipation and hard work in the both defensive and offensive zones.
Well, we've seen it all year. It's sort of like a pack mentality. When you're coming up on their defensive blue line on the attack, you just have to go through 2, 3, 4 guys sometimes, and it neutralizes Malvern's offensive advantage sometimes with their skill because he forces them to dump it. Okay,
puck down behind the Malvern net. Benner's going to get there. He bangs with Brian Culligan. Puck goes down behind the net. Matt Campanell with 4:41 remaining, and Benner's going to move it along to Gehring. Gehring moves it up to Campanell, and Campanell goes one on two. Takes a wrist shot, and Ebron blocks it. Looks like Malvern's trying to stretch the ice with their forwards a little, Kev.
Yeah, I noticed about 3 or 4 times so far. Their weak side wingers sneaking out of the zone, and they're trying to go from the breakout on a hash mark into the neutral zone. If Lee was able to pick one of those passes off, they got 1 or 2 Malvern guys out in the neutral zone. They can counter that way.
Last line change, Paul Tavai. And he's looking for a good line matchup here, so he sends out Mike Jordan, Billy Leckenby, and Tony Valerino. Play behind the net in front. Where is it? And Vaughn's going to cover it up. A little dangerous situation there, Kev.
It's like a miscommunication between Vaughn and his defenseman right there, whether he was going to hold it or play it. And that's not something you want to occur in the state finals.
4:22 remaining here. Tim Gehring's going to step in there against Michael Jordan. As we're at the Robert Morris Island Sports Center. Jordan gets the puck up into the Malvern zone. Billy Leckenby gives chase. Good play by Leckenby. Leckenby gave the puck in front to Jordan. Take a shot. Oh, and a good save. Rebound. Oh, and Valerino had a good chance. The puck clears out. Good chance there for Mount Lebanon, Kev.
It turned out to be an excellent chance. I thought they made a mistake by dumping in on a 3-on-2, but they got it behind the defense, forced him behind the net, and he was all alone in front.
Vaughn going to get that puck and leave it there for Weiland. Weiland moves it up along the boards, up to Jimmy Sikra. And here comes Sloan with a full head of steam. Sloan back and takes a big hit there by Horn. They're battling bodies there. Byrne up with it for Malvern Prep. 2-on-3. Byrne tries to make that move. Good defensive play. Oh, just in front. Great play. Here's Averona down the slot. And a good block by Sloan. Here's Sloan up with it for Mount Lebanon as they counterattack. 3:16 remaining here in the first period. Tries to get around Nick Averona. Nothing doing there. Will Averona clears the puck up the middle of the ice. And Nordstrom gets there for Mount Lebanon. He's just going to dump it back into the Malvern zone. Mount Lebanon tries to get a line change. Here's Averona up over the line. Dumps it away into the zone, and Vaughn's going to leave it there for Danny Weiland. Brian Culligan gets there. But a good play there by number 89, and that is Matt Farrell. Farrell moves it up along. Good play, Olajar dumps it into the Mount Lebanon zone, but good work there by Mount Lebanon to work the puck out of the zone. Craig Anderson seeing his first action for Mount Lebanon here in the first period. 2:31 remaining. And Simons is going to go deep into the zone, and Weiland will get there first. Puck moved around. Donahue has it all along the boards. Take the shot to the net. Oh, and it just went wide. There's a front shot in front. And Vaughn grabs it. Vaughn recovered real nicely there, Cap.
He did. It squeezed past the crease, it trickled wide, and no one there for Malvern to tap it in. LeBron went post to post and got himself back square to the puck.
Interesting. Donahue just threw that puck in the net, and it kind of laid there for a couple seconds in a couple anxious moments. I'm sure Bobby Montana and Paul Tabey were a little nervous over there.
A little bit uncharacteristic for the Blue Devils so far. They seem to be a little scrambling in their zone. They haven't really played that way all year. Maybe just a little nervous. Maybe they'll be back together soon.
Okay, here's Valerino for Mount Lebanon. He's just going to clear it up the center ice where Matt Campanell tries to play the puck. Campanell back in his own zone. Moves it along to Gehring. Stolen by Tony Valerino, and we're going to have an offside call. Malvern defies you to make them move the puck. They're pretty patient. They don't play with a hot potato, and I think that's a little uncharacteristic of what we normally see in Western Pennsylvania, Kev.
Yeah, there aren't a lot of teams that have the overall skill that Malvern does, and you know it's gonna be a different opponent for Mount Lebanon to face here today.
Here's Justin Martin, moves it along. Good play by Leckenby. Mount Lebanon doing some good forechecking and anticipating the play. Here's Benner up with it. Benner's going to skate that puck out of the zone, gets it up over center and dumps it away into the Mount Lebanon zone. Bond swats it to the corner where Evron gets it there for Mount Lebanon. But a good play by Gehring. Gehring makes a little move. Good play by Valerino. Looks like we're going to have a penalty call, and Malvern's going to go on the power play here with 1:28 to go, Kev.
Towards the end of the period, you don't want to finish the first period killing a penalty, carrying over in the second. Most seems like so far all the best opportunities for both teams have been a result of getting the puck in deep and getting in and banging the defenseman and creating turnovers.
Is Mount Lebanon, have they forced Malvern into a little different game here?
I don't think as of yet. I've been impressed with Malvern's defensemen. They might have a skilled team, but they've taken the body when Mount Lebanon's crossed the offensive blue line. They've taken a nice couple checks on it.
Okay, Averona shoots a puck to the net. Ennis is going to get it there. He moves it along to Gehring. Gehring down behind the goal line. Excuse me. That's Notebart. Notebart. Little different look here for Malvern Prep. Back to the point. Drives it up. There's Notebart. He's just going to clear it down behind the net.
Looks like the second unit for Malvern, and they're working at low instead of high.
Here's Averona. Averona moves it over. There's Farrell. Or Byrne. Byrne has that puck. And a good block there by Petruska. Good hard work by Mount Lebanon to get that puck out of the zone, Cap.
It was good work, and they're able to get another set of killers out there so that they don't get caught tired in their own zone.
Coach John Graves sends out Campanell, Martin, and Gehring with Byrne and Averona on the back line. That's Nick Averona. There's Billy Leckenby up with it. Leckenby, he's just going to shoot it to the net and down in the corner. 0-0, 19 seconds remaining here in the first period. Weiland back with the puck, and he's going to clear it off the boards, and Valerino gets it up out of the zone. We're down to 11 in the first period, and Simon's just going to clear it up into the zone. Looks like we're going to go to the end of the first period with the score 0-0. Byrne back to touch it, 3-2-1. And pretty entertaining first period, not a lot of scoring chances. Who do you give the advantage?
I think advantage so far was the Malvern Prep. They had a couple good chances in front of the net off of faceoffs. They had 2 power plays, the Mount Lebanon's 1. So overall, they probably had more quality scoring chances for the Friars than the Blue Devils in that first period.
I didn't catch the shots there. I think Mount Lebanon had 6, 11 for Malvern. I'm not sure.
I didn't hear it.
Yeah, we'll have to get a correction on that. Hold on, we'll see. At the end of the first period, the score 0-0, Malvern Prep and Mount Lebanon. What was the score? Jeff Morrow alongside Kevin Dolmansky. We're back here at the Robert Morris Island Sports Center. Dave Kosak's looking like he's ready to drop that puck. Doug Heck's ready to put the camera on, and I think we're ready to play hockey. Gehring's going to step in against Sloan. Campanell moves it along. We got 28 seconds remaining here in the penalty. 14:53 here in the second period. Campanell moves the puck. Looks like a little bit of a set play. Gehring.
Be a backdoor play they were trying to connect on.
Weiland's going to get it. He's going to try to clear. And a good play there. Petruska tried to get it. And Sloan gets it there for Mount Lebanon. Petruska just moves it along. And Campanell back there with Sloan.
Penalty's over.
Teams are back at full strength. And here comes Benner. Benner in over the line. Benner moves it back to Campanell. Campanell down to Benner. In behind the Mount Lebanon goal. Justin Martin there for Malvern. Into Benner. Benner to Campanell. Oh, what a good shot. The better save by Matt Vaughn. Udstrom trying to get that puck up into the Malvern zone. It's cleared along the boards, but not out. Evron back there with 13:51 remaining here in the second period. Malvern Prep 0, Mount Lebanon 0 here at the Neville Island Sports Center. The AAA Pennsylvania High School Hockey Championships. Here's Martin, shoots. He shoots and scores! Justin Martin, and just like that, Malvern Prep's on the board, Cap.
Martin's got a turnover there in the corner to the left of Vaughn, and he made an excellent shot up top over Vaughn. It was he just picked up the loose puck, turned, and fired one top shelf from Vaughn. It was a phenomenal shot by Martins to give the Flyers the lead 1-0. 13:41 to go in the second period.
A little bit of a crazy bounce there, Kev. The puck seemed to come off, and Martin was just there, and he rifled that shot.
Yeah, it was a fortuitous bounce for him, but, you know, that was the difference. He took advantage of his opportunity, and that's what you need to do.
Okay, Malvern strikes first here. Here's Averona up over the line. Moves it along to Byrne. Byrne in over the line. Byrne marks that puck to the left side. Oh, and he just shot it wide. Rebound in front. And that was Horn. Here's Byrne in front. Shoots. And it's blocked in front. Here comes Jordan. Jordan get a little step on Averona. Oh, but an excellent defensive play. Nice play there by Averona as he knocked Jordan, kept his feet moving and caught him off balance.
Averona just got enough of Jordan. It looked like Jordan might get a step on him and take him wide to the net, but he was able to get just enough to slow him down and cause the offsides.
Well, it's funny. You look at the stature of the coaching staff over there, and Paul Tabay, he's got his arms folded, and John Graves is talking. He's got his hands in his pocket. Not much of a hockey game going on here with those guys.
They seem pretty relaxed for the state championship game.
And here's a penalty behind the play here, and I'm not sure what the call is. Dave Klosic's going to come over, and we're going to get a 13:08 here. And it looks like Malvern's going to go to the box. Mount Lebanon goes on the power play. It's number 93, and that's Keith Ennis. One of the
second power play opportunity for the Blue Devils this game.
And this is a big power play because Mount Lebanon needs to show some offensive, little offensive thrust here.
Yeah, I think it'd be good for their confidence to get a couple quality chances here, making some nice plays. Look for Leckenby to walk to the middle, get some shots.
Okay, Leckenby has that puck. Stolen away by Campanell. Nice play by Campanell. Weiland up with it. Leckenby. And Weiland has it for Mount Lebanon. Moves it up along to Sloan. Sloan trying to get that puck, but a good play by Udstrom. Sloan has it. Here's Sloan. He has a chance. Moves it to the net. Good play by Satola to move that puck out of there.
Crazy bounce.
Leckenby has the puck for Mount Lebanon in the neutral zone. Moves it over to Weiland. And Weiland's going to bang it into the Malvern Prep zone. Matt Campanell back there for Malvern Prep. He's going to clear, but a good play by Billy Leckenby. But he lost the puck, and Justin Martin's able to clear here with 12:23 remaining in the period and 1:13 remaining in the penalty. Sloan up with it for Mount Lebanon. Gets a full head of steam up over center ice. Here's Sloan. Moves it over to Valerino. Valerino moves it in front. Takes a little crazy bounce. Where's the puck? And it's going to go to the corner. Good break there for Malvern Prep. Here's Valerino. Valerino has the puck. He's going to chip it along to Sloan. Sloan moves it over to Valerino. Good shot. And a better save there by Satola. So Mount Lebanon gets a couple chances, Kev. A couple little misdirections, but starting to get a little pressure on Malvern.
They're getting their chances, but it's not from established setup on a power play. Malvern's speed is forcing Mount Lebanon to scramble a little bit and just try to find the open man and get it to the net.
The one thing Malvern Prep does is, even when they're on defense, they're almost on offense.
Yeah, they're attacking at all times, and their speed is forcing Mount Lebanon to move the puck maybe a little quicker than they'd like to on this power play.
Nick Averona will move the puck along the boards. Leckenby has it. 42 in the penalty. Here's Leckenby. Takes a big drive. Oh, and a good save by Satola. Nick Averona's going to clear it up, and here comes Byrne. Byrne one-on-one against Weiland, and a good defensive play there by Danny Weiland, Kev.
It was. It cut Byrne down, going to the net, and they come back the other way. He still got the puck.
Here's Weiland. Weiland in the zone. Holds on to that puck. Moves it over to Sloan. Sloan's going to wind up. Good save. Rebound in front. Mario Utstrom. He shoots and scores. Chad Utstrom. And the Blue Devils are on the board. 11:25 on the goal as Chad Utstrom drags over rebound. And Mount Lebanon is on the board.
There's a tremendous example of how good defense can become good offense. Weiland strips Byrne of the puck on a short-handed situation, continues down the far boards, carries it around the net, finds a teammate for a wide-open shot, and then the rebound pops right to Utstrom, and he's Johnny on the spot to bury it and make the score tied 1-1.
The Mount Lebanon Blue Devil goal scored by number 15, Dan Weiland. Assisted by number 5, Eric Sloan, and number 8, Tony Valerie.
I think we're going to have to get a correction on that. I think Chad Utstrom scored that goal, but
Utstrom definitely finished that.
maybe we should be the scorekeepers. Okay, Carlin's going to move it up into the zone. Paul Tabai throws a little different look here with that third line out here. Maybe a little energy. Here's Millhouse. Carlin up with it for Mount Lebanon. Moves it around the boards. Here's Boot. Boot's going to get it up out of the zone. Donahue for Malvern Prep. Makes a little spin move in his own zone. A little dangerous play. Tries to get that puck out of the zone, and he does. Carlin has the puck. Moves it up with 10:33 remaining. Here comes Michael Jordan. In over the line. Michael Jordan makes a backhand. Oh, and it just went wide.
Nice rush there by Jordan on the attack. Just pushed the backhander for the wide of the far post.
Hamill regroups in his own zone with Ebron, and here comes Sloan. Sloan with a full head of steam with 10-12 remaining here. Sloan walks to the front, makes a shot. Oh, and he just missed. Eric Sloan with a lot of speed. Almost put it home, Teb.
The goal has energized Mount Lebanon. They've got two quality chances since that goal, and their offense has definitely been sparked.
Here come the Blue Devils again. Maybe have Malvern Prep. And the Mount Lebanon fans are on their feet. They're going to start making some noise. Puck goes back into the zone, and Hamill back there. Vaughn's going to leave it for him. Byrne trying to move that puck along. Good action here. The 2004 Pennsylvania High School Hockey Championships. Here's Hamill up with it. Clears it along the boards and out. Will Averona with it. Going to clear it off the boards, but Utstrom's going to get there first. Bangs that puck up off the boards, and Averona's going to get there for Malvern. Moves it up, Aaron pass, Petruska. Moves it along to Utstrom. Shot! Oh, and a good play by Will Averona as he just got his stick down. Here's Utstrom, goes to the backhand. And it's all Mount Lebanon right now. Here comes Malvern Pratt. There we have another penalty call. And it looks like it's going to be against Malvern. 9:03 remaining, Norm Foss, and we got a hooking call.
I think it's going to be on Mount Lebanon here. It looks like Malvern's going to get their third opportunity on the power play and maybe get a little bit of momentum back.
Okay, second period here. Better action, a lot more chances, Kev. Mount Lebanon seems to have been, they're energized by that goal.
They definitely have been. You know, championship game, first period, feeling out process. Second period, it's time to go. You only got 2 periods left, and there's been a lot more action so far.
Time of the penalty, 5 minutes and 57 seconds of the second period.
Malvern has a chance to regain the lead. Puck jumps over Gehring's stick. There's Leckenby after that puck. Leckenby up with it for Mount Lebanon. Good play by Matt Campanella as he rubs him out along the boards. Gehring grabs the puck from Malvern. Ballerino intercepts, but here comes Matt Campanella again. But Tony Ballerino would but be denied. Nice work here by Ballerino and Leckenby, Kev.
They're doing an excellent job keeping Malvern Prep bottled up in their own zone on the power play.
There's Justin Martin. He moves it along up to Campanella. Campanella takes it in over the line, makes a little move, and to Vaughn. And Vaughn's going to cover that puck up. You see Malvern almost gets that defense pushing back on their heels.
I noticed that early in the first period. Their speed is forcing Mount Lebanon's defensemen to leave the offensive blue line early, and not just the weak side defenseman, the strong side. So you got both defensemen moving back, and then they're backing in on their goalie a little. They got to watch that they're not getting too close, where the forwards are going to use them as a screen and whistle some nice shot chances at Vaughn.
Okay, Coach John Gray's going to send out Ennis with Horn centering Warren Byrne. Coach Paul Tabai with Sloan and Petruska to kill the penalty. Weiland up with it, just rags it along the boards. Work there by Byrne and Horn, and I'm not sure who's going to get the puck. Good work by Danny Weiland. Here's Byrne up with it. Byrne going to move that puck back to the point to Donahue. Takes a drive. Oh, and a good save. Boy, Vaughn seems to be challenging the shooter, but he's quick with that stick.
He was out on top of his crease. He saw the shot coming from Donahue at the high slot and calmly sticked it up over the goal, or over the glass into the netting for another faceoff.
Weiland going to clear the puck up ice. 51 seconds remaining here in the penalty. 7:51 remaining in the time in the second period. Donahue up with it for Malvern Prep. He moves it along to Byrne. Byrne, a big, strong forward, in over the line. Byrne makes a backhand in front. Oh, and a good pass, but Ennis could not get there. Boy, you could see that backdoor play. Ennis was going right to the net if he had his stick down, Cap.
He did a little crisscross right over the blue line, and he was going backdoor. He just had to get there and get that stick on the ice.
Here comes Donahue in over the line. Takes a wrist shot. Good save by Vaughn. And Weiland's going to get it, and he's going to clear.
Once again, Weiland was about at the dot when they got across the blue line, so the Mount Lebanon defense got to challenge a little more.
There's Luckabee with that puck. Oh, and great play by Nick Averona as he cleared the zone. Here's Campanell. He trips over. Must have lost an edge there. And the puck, as the teams are now at full even strength. Donahue moves the puck. Here's Sloan. Sloan trying to bank a puck off the board. Good play by Donahue to keep it in. Hamill clears it high up off the glass. Here comes Jordan, 1-on-2. Warren, walks to the net. Makes a little move. Oh, a good save by Satola as he reached out and poked that puck away. Nice work there by Satola, Cap.
It was a good recovery for his defenseman. They can't allow one forward to beat 2D like that right down the middle. Someone's got to take the body on him.
Evron moves it into the Malvern Prep zone. And Nick Averona back there for Malvern. Olajar moves it along. Can't get it out. But it comes back into, worked up the center ice. Here's Evron. Evron, he shoots it off the bench. Well, you have to be a little aware on that bench over there. That guy comes with that puck. There's no glass there, and I'm not sure who that player was, but he had to make sure he was a little aware of it.
You got to pay attention when you're standing on a bench. Those things could be flying at you at any moment.
Interesting line match up here. Graves sends Jim Behe line out here with Nopart and Olajar against Leckenby, Jordan, and Ballerino. Little interesting line juggling going on. Here's Nopart, battling for that puck in the corner. Nopart comes out of the corner, takes a move. Oh, in front of Behe, and he couldn't get his stick on it. Millhouse battling for that puck down in the corner. Up with it, and there's Jordan. Ballerino move it up the center, and a big hit along the boards. Malvern works that puck into the Mount Lebanon zone, but Carlins is there first, and Jim Behe's going to be offside. A little bit of physical play, a little more physical than you thought, Kev. What's your thoughts on that?
No, I think it's, it's been appropriate for this game. Both sides have been taking the body. Guys got a lot of energy, a lot of adrenaline, and the guys are just working out a little aggression. It's been clean, though. It's all been clean hits.
Okay, Sloan wins a faceoff. He's going to get around Matt Campanell. Here comes Sloan. And a good job there by number 6, and that's Jeff Muka. Worked up here with 5:24 remaining here in the second period. 1-1. Here's Sloan up with it. Jim Sikra, he got a step on the D. Here's Sikra. Oh, and he's tripped up. But Benner's going to get that puck for Malvern Prep. Malvern dressed in their gray and blue uniforms. Mount Lebanon in the always familiar gold uniforms for the Blue Devils. We're not sure who has the home jerseys today, but we'll let you know when we find out. Here comes Byrne. Byrne in over the line. Makes a move. Oh, and he ran over Danny Weiland, but Weiland made the play. And it looks like we're going to have another penalty. And Malvern Prep maybe got a little overzealous there with the hitting.
Definitely the case. It looked like he just forgot completely about the puck. He just took it to the defenseman right there. Hey, as a coach, you tell your defenseman, you don't have to knock anyone down. You just got to get in his way and impede his progress, and that's definitely what Weiland did right there.
Weiland, the gritty player, you know, he takes a lot of hits for the team. He's a pretty smart defenseman, though, and he knows better. He knows he's not going to let big number 96 get past.
Weiland's been playing a smart, simple game on defense, not allowing anyone to go wide on him, and he also was in on the Mount Lebanon goal, so he's had a good start, good 2 periods so far for Weiland.
Okay, linesman today, Keith Zebrig, Chet Steen. Our referees are Mr. Norman Foss and Mr. David Kosick. We forgot to note that earlier. Jeff Morrow, Kevin Zolmansky, the head coach of Central Catholic, alongside Doug Heck, the super techno out of the Johnstown area. And make sure you pick up these tapes on PA Hockey at www.eteamz.com/PA Hockey. So if you purchase this one, you can still buy more because Mr. Heck has lots of tapes up there. Eric Sloan going to step in here against Justin Martin. And the puck's moved back into Wyatt with Weiland. 4:41 remaining here. Billy Leckenby sets it up here with 1:52 remaining in the power play. Weiland will move it around to Leckenby, but Ballerino's going to get that puck. Good pass over to Sloan. Sloan works the puck up into the Malvern zone and dumps it down behind Mark Satola. Ballerino will move it to the point, over to Leckenby. Leckenby over to Ballerino. Ballerino works the puck down low. Over to Leckenby. Leckenby going to walk that puck to the middle of the ice, takes a big shot, and it goes wide. Weiland keeps that puck in the zone for Mount Lebanon. Puck down along the boards, and there's Chad Udstrom. Udstrom up with it, over to Ballerino. Ballerino has the puck. He's going to work it to Sloan. 4:02, 1:13 remaining in the penalty in the period. Here's Leckenby, takes a big shot, and it's blocked by Will Averona. Sloan has it. Sloan over to Udstrom, takes a shot. Oh, and a good save by Satola.
Good kick save there by Satola.
Puck moved along, and Leckenby moves it out of the zone, and we're going to have an offside call. Campanella is pressing up on Leckenby on that penalty kill. It's pretty interesting. You know, what we thought from the outside. Malvern being very aggressive on the penalty kill, trying to create offense, but trying to throw Mount Lebanon's patient power play off.
Well, Leckenby is a senior, but he is a forward on the point, so they might be looking to, if he mishandles the puck, to poke it and go. But Mount Lebanon is trying to work on that forward there between Sloan and Leckenby and work side to side on that high forward and get to the net.
Okay, 3:37 remaining here in the period. 45 seconds on the penalty clock. Sloan's going to leave it over to Weiland, and Weiland's going to move it up. Here's Gehring. Gehring with good speed over the line. Takes a big shot, and it's tipped wide there. Donahue keeps the puck down below the line. And Warren Byrne, and I don't see. And we have a hand pass. Good call, Kev. What do we need a spotter for? We don't need a spotter. We have Kev. Did you see that, Dave? Absolutely. You sleeping on the job back there? Dave Scott did the last game with us, and we thought he was in eating cookies again. Weiland up with it. Leckenby 25 in the penalty. Malvern Prep doing a real effective job here, Kevin.
Yeah, ever since those first couple of chances on the power play, they've kept them out of the zone completely on this power play opportunity.
Now, if you're John Graves, do you continue to pressure, continue to force the issue?
I think you have to, because that's your game. I mean, I don't think with the offensive players he has at forward that you want to all of a sudden ask him to be more defensive and get into any sort of shell. So I think you just want to keep playing your game and don't ask him to do anything differently.
Okay, Horn going to step in here against Sloan. Udstrom takes a shot, and he shot it wide. Here comes Byrne up with it. Byrne makes a smart little play as he just stands still and lets the player go by him. Boy, he's a nifty player, Byrne. Puck moved back into the Malvern zone. Sloan's going to try to get there first, but Byrne ties his stick up, and it's going to be cleared out of the zone. Teams are at full strength. Hamill will move along to Udstrom. But a good play there by Horn as Horn moves the puck up into the zone. Number 17, that's Max Dunton. He moves it along. Moves it up to number 6. And that is Jeff Muka. There's Muka in front. And a good save by Vaughn. Boy, that was almost an innocent play, and Muka had a great chance.
He got that rebound, and Vaughn slid to his left, and you could see from his vantage point, he just calmly scooped it up with his glove and got the face-off in his zone.
Interesting strategy here by John Graves. He's using Byrne with a lot of different combinations, maybe to keep some fresh players to get Byrne the puck.
that could be what he's trying to do. He doesn't have the last change here, so maybe he might be concerned about what Coach Tavai is trying to do, and he's trying to give him different looks, give him something to think about.
Okay, Campman out. That puck throws it in between the circles, and the puck's going to be worked out into the Malvern zone. Benner up with it for Malvern. He moves it along up to Campanell. Works into the Mount Lebanon zone. 2:11 here remaining in the second period. An excellent hockey game here at Neville Island. Here's a chance in front. And that was number 82. I'm sorry, number 92, Gehring. He almost walked that puck out in front of the net. Petruska around the board. Good play by Matt Campanella to keep it in. Martin in front. Oh, and that puck was thrown in front, and a good chance. Jordan up with it. He beats the defenseman, but he's not going to beat Matt Campanella. And up to Chris Campanella, and we have a little battle going along here with 1:38 remaining. Kev, the one interesting thing is Matt Campanella is a forward normally. He's playing defense.
I just noticed that. I was looking at the roster, seeing that he's listed as a forward. He's in back on the blue line.
Maybe the spring is a good passer.
Could be looking for the transition game there. That could be what they're trying to accomplish.
Okay, here's Sicker. Here's shot. Score! Brian Colligan! And Mount Lebanon takes the lead. Brian Colligan got that loose puck, and he shot it right in between the legs of Mark Satola.
It was just like we had at the other end. We said it looked like an innocent play turned into a quality chance. And I looked down for a moment, looked up, and he had it on his stick, and he buried it low on the ice past the goalie, and Levo's got the late lead here, 2-1.
Colligan picks up that turnover, and he made it an apple turnover, and he shot it in 5-hole and beat Satola.
The Mount Lebanon Blue Devil goal scored by number 27, Brian Colligan. Assisted by number 26.
Here's Byrne. Byrne up with it. He tried to move it to Ennis. Puck back to the point to Averona. Averona moves it down along to Horn. Here's Byrne. Byrne in front. Take the backhand. Oh, and a good play by Weiland. He lays on that puck. Here's Mount Lebanon. Ennis. Ennis up with that puck. Moves along to Byrne in front. Oh, and a good play. Here's Sicker, and Sicker makes a great escape move to get that puck out of the zone. Colligan up with it. He's going to pull that puck along. Good play by Colligan. As Malvern battling the bodies along, and Brian Colligan took the hit there for Mount Lebanon. Here's Byrne up with it for the Malvern Prep Friars. Down to 25 in the period. Byrne has it. Makes a little move, and a better play by Jeff Simons. He poked that puck away. Ballerino back there, working that puck out of the zone. He's going to lug that puck over the zone. 13 seconds remaining in the period. He's going to dump it away into the zone. Here comes Valerino. He has that puck. He's going to work it down low with 4. And Mount Lebanon's going to go to the third period with the lead. Big goal there by Brian Colligan late in the period, Kevin. Innocent play. One of those good bounces. Puck came to him and he scored. Kind of similar to the Justin Martin goal. Little different goal though.
Martin beat Vaughn high on the ice, high over the glove, and Colligan went low. Both accomplished the same thing. Gives Mount Lebanon a lot of momentum. A lot more action that second period. 3 goals scored. So Mount Lebanon has definitely picked up the offense midway through there when they got the first goal. They've had a lot more better chances since then.
All right, we're through 30 minutes of hockey here. We have 15 more minutes to go. Mount Lebanon looking for their first state championship since 1976. We're going to have a special guest come up here in between the second and third, and we're going to be back to give you the coverage of the third. The score, Mount Lebanon 2 and Malvern Prep 1. We're in the second intermission here, the state championship game between Mount Lebanon and Malvern Prep. We have a very special guest, Earl Bugal with WJPA. I'm usually your guest, so this time you get to be my guest. Great action here today, Earl. The culmination of another season. Earl, for a lot of people that don't know, follows hockey almost as passionately as I do, if not more. He does at college and high school. Great atmosphere here today. Mount Lebanon's looking good here after 2 periods.
Yeah, they really are, and Colligan's goal coming when it did at that particular time, I think is going to be very, very huge. Momentum perhaps to carry into the third period, and I think the next goal is going to be very, very critical, because if Mount Lebanon scores a goal, it's going to be 3-1. If Malvern comes out and scores it, you've got it tied up, and it's anybody's game.
Boy, the Malvern prep forwards are everything we thought they'd be. They're pretty explosive,
Oh, they really are. And, I mean, it's a tremendous game, and both teams match up very, very well. And I would venture to say, and we were saying, I think off the air here, that both of these teams probably are seeing the best team that they have seen all season long.
I think this could be one of the best games we've seen all year. I mean, the atmosphere here is great. Malvern's brought a nice contingent out. But I don't know if there's this many people in Mount Lebanon. I see every person that I've ever seen from Mount Lebanon here today. It's tremendous. Great for this program. It's been a long time, 76, 85, who cares? But, there's a lot of dedicated people with the Mount Lebanon hockey program. You think about Jamie Cummings and what the work he's done. Paul Tabai, of course, lately. But we saw Mickey McDermott here today. It's a wonderful thing for these people and these fans to come here, and you followed this program. Really heartwarming.
Well, I think Paul kind of summed it up the best after their win in the Penguins Cup, that, for years and years people have thought AAA hockey in Western Pennsylvania, and you think Meadville and you think Bethel Park, and now finally Mount Lebanon has gotten its moment of glory, and I think they want to carry it through and make it all it's worth. And it's really a great thing for Mount Lebanon to see them win their first Penguins Cup and, perhaps go on and win a state championship for the first time since '76.
Yeah, this is exciting. Kevin Zomanski was with me. We were trying to figure out who the home team is, because they both have their home jerseys on today.
Yeah, I guess.
Malvern has the grays on and Mount Lebanon with the golds. But, seriously, Earl, this has been a great season, and we've seen a lot of great hockey. Mount Lebanon has really come to the forefront. Malvern has been there all year. But, you've looked today, and Archbishop Carroll with that big upset victory over Peters Township, and Peters ends their 2-year reign. And Radnor, of course, repeating in single A. It's been terrific hockey. So, of course, always your coverage is tremendous. We really enjoy it. And, what do you think coming up next in the third period to look for from Mount Lebanon, maybe to try to get that third goal?
Yeah, I think they're going to. I don't think they're going to overly commit and to try to get that third goal. I think they're going to look for a break and try to take advantage of that. But as I said, I think this next goal is going to be very, very critical to winning this game, whoever gets it.
Well, we're looking forward to bringing you out. Earl Bugal, thank you very much for your coverage. Enjoy it. We'll be back to start the third period. Jeff Morrow, Kevin Domanski back at the Island Sports Center, and away we go here for the third period. Mount Lebanon leading 2-1. Looking to capture that first state championship in a long, long time, 28 years. I saw Mick McDermott and Rich Cunningham, who was the goalie on that team, in between periods, and they looked pretty excited. But I don't think they were as excited as Gina Culligan, because I think we'll have to give her a sedative before this one's all over.
Chippy play there to start the period. I think if you're Mount Lebanon and you want to be cautious about giving more opportunities on the power play to the Friars here, I look for Mount Lebanon to be very, very cautious about pushing the attack and waiting for their chances, trying to keep Malvern to the outside and not give them any good chances in the slot.
Okay, Horn going to step in between Ennis and Muka here for Malvern Prep. Here comes Udstrom. Udstrom in over the line. Oh, and a great defensive play by Byrne. Here's Sikra in front. Shoot! Oh, and what a save! Satola robs Sikra. And he leaned back with his arm, and that looked like it got by him. Here comes Byrne. Byrne up 14-11 to go. Byrne in over the line, and we have an offside. Whistle blew. Puck went past Vaughn, but the whistle blew. What a save by Satola as he robbed Sikra.
Slid across. I don't think he was exactly sure where the puck was, but it stayed out of the net, so it doesn't matter where he got it. I think the goalie's making the coach look good right now. A little concerned about which one to start, and Zatola's played very well so far in goal.
Okay, face-off. Warren moves the puck up into the Mount Lebanon zone. Avron up for it. Here comes Nick Averona back there for the Friars. Moves it around the boards. Udstrom can't get it there, and here comes Ennis. Ennis up over the line.
4-3. Okay.
Takes a wrist shot. He shoots and scores. Keith Ennis with a wrist shot, and that full Matt one. It may have been tipped, Kevin.
He went high with it uncharacteristically. Vaughn couldn't snatch it out of the air, hit his glove, it still went in the net. Malvern had a 4-3 rush. They got it to the net, and that's what they were looking for early on. Looks like a minute 12 into the third period. They tied it up. New game.
Well, a little bit of a misdirection. The puck kind of fluttered. It looked like it hit something. And all of a sudden, Malvern Prep. Now, I'm thinking Malvern Prep, they've been here the last 3 years. This is the 4th year. They don't want to let this opportunity slip away, Kev.
Especially if you're a senior player for the Friars. You've had 3 chances that didn't win, and this is your last opportunity. So, yeah, they're thinking this is their time to get it done.
I asked John Graves, and there were only 2 players from that team that were freshmen that lost back at Haverford against Bethel Park, and I guess that was 2001. And it's Campanelle and Will Averona. And Will Averona is the famous stick measurement game, and he had the stick. And I'm sure Will Averona would love to erase a memory here today and win a state championship. Here's Jordan up with it. Moves it along to Leckerby. Jordan in front. And a good play. And we're going to have a penalty called here. Referee Norm Voss has the arm up. And he called a knee penalty, and I don't know who's going to the box.
Captain from Malvern.
Well, it looks like Mount Lebanon's going to go on the power play here with 13:20 remaining in regulation time.
Malvern Prep penalty, number 91, Chris Campanelli. 2 minutes for lead. Time of the penalty, 1 minute and 40 seconds.
Here's Weiland. Weiland moves along to Udstrom. Udstrom has the puck. Udstrom shows good patience. Gehring trying to find the puck, but Benner does, and he clears.
I think he just misplayed it.
Here's Leckenby. Leckenby for the Mount Lebanon Blue Doubles with 13:01 remaining here in the third period. Moves it up to Udstrom, up to Sloan. Sloan, one man back. Moves it in the middle, and a good play by Benner, and he clears. Leckenby moves it back to Weiland. Ballerino up for Mount Lebanon. He's going to dump it into the Malvern zone, but Matt Campanelle makes a neat little play and clears it out. 12:40 remaining here in the third period. Benner steps up in front of that play, and he's going to clear it away. But it ricochets back into the Malvern zone, and Matt Campanelle is going to grab it there with 1:10 remaining in the penalty. And he'll clear up ice. There's Warren Byrne. Leckenby moving along, but Benner intercepts. Good play there by Benner to read the play, Kev.
Stepped right up near the center ice line, picked it off, got it in deep, and now he can go off and get a change.
Mount Lebanon's going to need to get some fresh troops out here, as it looks like this line's a little tired here. Maybe Paul Tabais needs to go to a second unit. Here's Sloan. Sloan moves along to Udstrom. Udstrom lines up, takes a big shot that's tipped to the corner. Ballerino over to Udstrom. Udstrom down to Ballerino. Sets it up to Sloan. Good defensive play there by Horn, but kept in there by Leckenby. Here's Ballerino. Ballerino walks it out of the circle. Over to Weiland. Take the wrist shot. Oh, and it just went wide. Here's Sloan. Sloan moves it back to the point to Weiland. Weiland in between the circles. Good tip. Rebound. Where's that puck? And Mark Satola is going to cover it up. Good work by Mount Lebanon, but a good goaltending by Mark Satola.
Weiland calmly just wristed that last one to the net, and Sloan come out of the corner, got his forehand on it, and almost tipped it past him. But as you were mentioning earlier, I think if you're Coach Tabai, you got to be concerned about having your first unit too tired out there, especially with the forwards that Malvern Prep has that can counter so quickly. You got away with it there. They got a good chance.
Great hockey game here. 11:35 remaining, 15 seconds in the Malvern Prep penalty. Here comes Justin Martin. He's got a full head of steam. 1-on-3. Martin makes a little move. Oh, and a good defensive play there by Hamill. We have a collision along the net, and Matt Vaughn didn't like him coming in his crease there, so he gave him a little shove to the head.
Oh, that's because Martin's, after he lost the puck, went right into Vaughn and didn't make any attempt to avoid him, so Vaughn was letting him know that that's his territory with a couple shots after the whistle there.
We get the warhead, and we hold the world ransom for...
Okay, we're going to get the net set up. We're going to be ready for action here. Face-off is going to come to outside the zone here, I guess. They're saying that Martin pushed Vaughn into the net.
He did. He did. He slid on his knees. He come in with his gloves high and knocked the net off and Vaughn, and so face-off's outside.
Been a pleasure to call the action here today. Jeff Morrow along with Kevin Zolmansky here at the Robert Morris Island Sports Center. Doug Heck, the Super Techno, bringing us all the color and action of a great hockey game here today between Malvern Prep and the Mount Lebanon Blue Devils. Michael Jordan's going to wait until Matt Vaughn's ready, and he's going to step in against Tim Gehring, and we're going to be ready for action. Gehring up with it for Malvern. He just chips it away to the zone. There's Martin. Martin has that puck, but a good play by Petruska to intercept.
Well, penalty's over for Malvern. We're back on 5-a-side.
And we're going to have a whistle. Looks like there was an offside. Okay, Malvern ties the game. Now what's the thought process for Mount Lebanon?
Well, I think they need to regroup and realize that, now that it's tied up, they still got 11-11 to go in this period here. And if they would have taken a tie game at this point, they'd have probably been happy with it. They might need to change their mindset from being defensive to being a little bit more aggressive now, because they got to score to win.
Okay, Nick Averone is going to get the puck, and he clears it out of the zone, but Wiley takes a nice play. In front, Petruska! Oh, a good chance, but a better save by Mark Satola. Jeff Simons has that puck in the neutral zone. He's going to chip it along the boards. But a good play by Malvern Prep as they work the puck deep into the Mount Lebanon zone. Michael Jordan's going to clear it around, and Petruska will get it there for Mount Lebanon. Here comes Brian Culligan. Brian Culligan, 1-on-2. And a good play by Nick Averona. And now we're going to have another penalty call. And with 10:41 to go, we're going to have another penalty call. It looks like a roughing call against Malvern Prep here, Kev.
That's not the type of penalty you want to be taking in the third period of a tie game. Coach Graves can't be too happy about that right there.
Well, the interesting part about this, and I think one of the things that Paul Tabai liked, was the fact that Malvern was a little bit undisciplined in their eyes.
Coach Tabai and I were discussing that prior to the game. He cited the number of penalty minutes they had during the season, because I was actually surprised that he knew that, but he's hoping he might get a chance.
Here's Byrne, in on a breakaway, short-handed, takes a little move, he shoots! And Matt Vaughn makes a great save with 10:30 remaining as he stops Warren Byrne on the short-handed breakaway.
We've been talking about it all game, short-handed opportunities for the Friars. Byrne picked it in, he got past the defenseman, and Vaughn was equal to the task. I got a little kick out of Vaughn celebrating before the whistle there, but he had it in the glove, and he wanted to let everyone know.
Okay, Byrne's going to step in on the face-off. Face-off won by Mount Lebanon, but not cleared out. Here's Edstrom up with it. Edstrom has that puck for Mount Lebanon. He's going to move it along to Eric Sloan. Sloan's just going to dump it into the Malvern zone. Danton back there for Malvern Prep. Here comes Ennis. Ennis trying to put a little pressure on Leckerby. The game picks up a different pace now. Donahue moves it back to the point, but a good play by Danny Wild to keep it in. Eric Sloan in chase for that puck. And he's going to get over there with Mark Dunton. Here's Valerino, walks to the net, makes a little move. Oh, and a good save by Mark Satola as he just laid on that puck.
Interesting the way he played it. He didn't make any attempt to poke it with the stick or anything. He went down on his pads and double, right on his knees, and Valerino wasn't able to get the puck past him. Once again, they're not going to change here. He's going to stick with his first unit. Got to be cautious of another short-handed breakaway by Malvern.
Yeah, and Chris Campanell and Martin are out here, or I'm sorry, Gehring. Here's Weiland. Weiland over to Leckerby. Leckerby takes a drive. Good save. Rebound. Rustrom. Oh, and a good block in front there by Matt Campanell. Puck up off the boards. Campanell's going to get it. He's going to try to clear, and he does. Here's Valerino up with it. Good escape move there by Danny Weiland. Weiland in over the zone. Weiland gets the puck down low. Good play there by Weiland. But he got his pocket picked by Gehring. Gehring clears the puck off the boards, but Edstrom's going to get there first. Here comes Sloan down in the corner. He's going to move that puck along. Over to Valerino, back to Sloan. Good work here by Mount Lebanon to capture that puck. Back to the point. Leckerby over to Valerino. Valerino holds up on the corner. Over to Leckerby. Leckerby makes a little move. And here comes Campanell. Campanell That big, strong body, but a good back-checking effort there by Danny Wild.
Nice.
Here comes Sloan. Sloan in over the line. Makes a little move. He shoots and scores! Eric Sloan with 8:51 remaining. And Mount Lebanon's on top, 3-2.
Once again, it's Eric Sloan coming up clutch for the Blue Devils, just like he did about 10 days ago against Meadville in the third period. He makes a move on the defenseman, a little backhand flip up into the corner, and he's giving the Blue Devils a lead, 3-2.
8:51 remaining here in the third period. Mount Lebanon take the 3-2 lead. And John Graves had a little word with Mark Satola there. I don't know if there's much Mark could have done on that. Was a terrific play.
That was a fantastic rush by Sloan. Once again, proving how he's one of the more dangerous forwards in Western Pennsylvania.
Scored by number 5, Eric Sloan. Assisted by number 16, Chad Oxtra.
Here's Jordan up with it. Jordan up over center ice. Moves it ahead to Colligan. Colligan gets the puck. Oh, and a good defensive play there. Here's Byrne up with it for Malvern. In the big center. Lugs that puck. He comes up with a full head of steam. Here's Byrne into the Mount Lebanon zone. And a good defensive play there by Millhouse. Puck moved back to the point. Here's Donahue. Moves the puck to the net. And it just goes wide. And Hamill's going to get there and try to clear that puck. 8:12 remaining here. Northport up with it for Malvern Prep. But it's stolen by Petruska. He's going to drive it into the Malvern zone.
Here's Sloan back out on the ice.
Here's Donahue up with it. Turned around by Mount Lebanon. Mount Lebanon is on fire right now.
Sloan being a soccer player also, there's guys that are used to running a lot. He was able to come right back off the power play, sit down for a few seconds. He's right back out there.
Okay, here's Nopart up over center ice, and he can't get in that Mount Lebanon zone as they stand strong along the blue line. Udstrom moves the puck along, up to Sikra. Dunton with the puck for Malvern Prep, and time certainly becoming a factor here with 7:31 remaining. Here comes Weiland. Weiland moves the puck along to Sikra. Sikra to Sloan. Sloan moves it into Udstrom. To the net. And there's a little battle, a lot of individual battles going on here, Kevin. These teams are really battling hard.
Still got to be cautious. You don't want to get another penalty if you're Malvern. I think Malvern needs to guard against being desperate here. Sometimes you got some skilled offensive forwards. They're times winding down, as you mentioned, and they try to do everything themselves. Still a little over 7 minutes to go. Still play a team game, move the puck, and attack as a unit.
Okay, here's Warren up with it for Malvern. And over the line, drops it off to Ennis. Ennis moves the puck to the net, and Matt Vaughn's going to glove it. Vaughn probably a little bit upset about that second goal, but he's looked sharp. He's fighting hard.
He bounced back. That second goal definitely went off his glove, but since then he stopped Byrne on a shorthanded breakaway with that glove, and he just snagged that one with his glove. So he put it behind him, and he's back on his game.
Okay, Horn's going to step in here, trying to get a number down there. I can't see very well. Bad eyesight. Jordan, Leckenby, and Valerino here for Mount Lebanon. Mount Lebanon wins the face-off, but Malvern keeps it in the zone. Here comes Michael Jordan. Jordan tried to move in. Leckenby's going to get there, and he's just going to flip it into the zone. Here's Ennis up for Malvern Prep. Just clears it off the boards. Danny Weiland's going to get it there. He's just going to clear it up. And Tony Valerino, as he's done all season, just getting that puck into the zone. Looks like there's a Malvern player down there. I didn't see the play, but something happened down number 9. That's Nick Averona.
He got tied up with Valerino, and then the puck was dumped into the offensive zone, and he took a little shot from number 80 there from Malvern, and then they blew the whistle dead because he was down.
So, okay, we're back here at the Island Sports Center. 6:36 remaining here in regulation time. Mount Lebanon clinging to a 3-2 lead. Here's Valerino. Valerino up with it. But Burns going to get there for Malvern Prep. Looks like Malvern's putting together a little bit of a power play unit here, Kev.
Oh, they got to get that goal. See, what you're expecting here from Mount Lebanon is, look, they got one guy in, they got 4 guys standing in the neutral zone. They're going to force Malvern to come 200 feet and come through 4 guys to get a tying goal.
Here's Gehring up with it. Gehring, good play by Leckenby. And Jordan's going to just dump it into the zone. Little different look here by Mount Lebanon. Here's Martin. Martin has that puck. He's going to get it into the Mount Lebanon zone, but an excellent play there by Billy Leckenby.
You just can't skate across a blue line when there's 4 guys back there. You got to get some speed going. You got to get some rim dumps and some cross corners and get the behind the defense that way.
Here's Byrne. Byrne's going to carry the puck. Byrne in a long. He shoots and scores. Warren Byrne with a great individual effort. And there it is, Kevin. Byrne walks across the slot, and he fired it down low between the legs of Matt.
It looked like that caught Vaughn off guard there. He just cut across the slot on his forehand in a high spot. It wasn't like it was a wicked shot. He just got enough of it, slid it across along the ice, and handcuffed Vaughn. He just tricked him, and it's all tied up with 5.5 to go.
Okay, Warren Byrne's going to get that goal. Took the puck from his own end and carried it the length of the ice and walked to the middle of the ice and fired it down low.
The Malvern Prep Flyers goal, scored by number 96, Warren Byrne, his second of the game.
Here's Weiland up with it. Weiland's going to clear it out of the zone. Nick Averona moves it over to Will Averona. And he's going to dump it into the zone. Here's Horn. Oh, big hit along the boards. There's Ennis. Good play by Culligan, but he can't get it out of the zone. And there's number 22 for Malvern. That's Olajar. That's Sean Olajar. Puck moved to the net. Vaughn fighting that puck, and he's got a handle on it. Malvern looks like they're throwing everything they can to the net now, Kev.
Well, they've been on the attack for the last few minutes as Mount Lebanon was trying to play it cautiously. And once again, you got to change your mindset now. The game's tied up, and Malvern's been attacking for the last 3 minutes, and now they're continuing to attack. Lebo's a little stunned, and now they got to regroup, and they got to start attacking again also.
John Graves has taken his hands out of his pockets, and he's now in a folding position. Father Ed Casey over there, our good friend, who we talked to at breakfast today, is shouting instructions, and John says, hold on, I got things under control. So, Danny, we're back to play here, and Danny Weiland's going to move it up off the boards. And a good play by Valerino to work the puck up to the neutral zone. Here comes Malvern Prep. Campanell over the line, and he's going to dump it away. Pretty interesting formation here as Malvern Prep has gone to their 5 best players on the ice. Here comes Jordan, 2-on-1. Jordan takes a shot in front. Billy Leckenby shoots. Oh, what a great save by Mark Zatola.
Once again, going back to something we were discussing, as they mixed it up a little in the slot. 81 for Malvern, tossing Valerino down. You know, Valerino likes to stick his nose in there, but we discussed it early in the first period how Malvern's defensemen will hold the blue line, and once again there they had a forward pinching, a defenseman pinching, and as a result, Lebo had a 2-on-1 opportunity. Jordan took the long shot right on net. Zatola made the save. He was able to get that rebound, flipped it to Jordan, and Zatola was there again to make the save. So we talked about Lebo not, getting back on the attack, and they did right there. I think Malvern has really got to be cautious about getting their defensemen in the attack here. They might have to pull off so they're not giving up the odd man break.
Sloan, Udstrom, Sikra. Behe seeing his first action here in the third period. Dumps that puck into the zone. There's Ennis after it for Malvern Prep. Ennis gets to the puck first. Puck moves along. Here comes Sloan. Sloan up with it for Mount Lebanon. And Averona clears it. He's going to beat. Here comes a chance. Averona in on goal. Makes a little move at the horn. He shoots and scores! Tim Horn with 3:59 remaining, and Malvern takes the lead.
My, things have changed in 3.5 minutes there. Number 9 for Malvern. He chips the puck, and Nick Verona, he chips the puck in the neutral zone, picks it up, leaves a nifty little drop pass to number 90, Tim Horn, and he just chips it over Vaughn's glove, and now Malvern's got the lead with 3:59 to go in the third period. What a change in events in 3 minutes.
3:59 remaining here in the third period.
You got to be impressed with the way the Friars have responded here. It would have been real easy for them to just pack it in being down after losing 3 years in a row, but they've responded with 2 goals to take the lead.
Okay, 3:51 remaining here in the third period. Here's Campanell up over the line. Dumps it along the net. Danny Weiland's going to pick it up there for Mount Lebanon and come out one more time. Puck dumped into the zone. Here comes Jordan. Jordan, one man back. Jordan tries to pull up, and he loses his skates. And Gehring just clears it out of the zone. Here's Weiland. Takes a shot. And a good save by Satola. These teams are warming up down there, and I tell you, they're really starting to bang those bodies.
Look at some of the guys that are leaning over on their sticks. A little fatigue setting in right now. Mount Lebanon defenseman Weiland and the Malvern defenseman is just going off. You got to be careful getting caught out there tired right now.
3:26 remaining here in regulation time. Weiland's going to dump that puck down. Nick Alvarone up with it. Malvern Prep wins this holds on and wins this hockey game. Eastern Pennsylvania will sweep for the first time since 1990, and it was Malvern Prep who won it there in 1990 over Upper St. Clair. Here's Sloan up with it. Sloan, 1-on-2. Here's Sloan. Tried to step around Alvarone. He takes a little move. He shoots. Oh, and a big save by Satola.
Another fantastic rush by Sloan. Once again, putting the pressure on the Malvern D.
Here comes Weiland. Weiland back. 2:48 remaining here. Puck up over the line. Here's Weiland. And he gets tripped up, but Ennis is going to get the puck. Goes in front of his own net. A dangerous play. Here's Sicker. Sicker has the puck. Where's that puck? It's in the... And it looks like nobody wants it.
Ennis was very fortunate right there. You don't want anybody cutting it through the slot with the puck.
There's Martin with a big shot. Boy, that looked like that puck was in that zone forever. Here's Sloan up with it. He moves around, and Sloan wants that puck right now. Good back checking after there by Chris Campanell. Matt Campanell picks it up, and he moves it along to brother Chris, who's been the vocal leader of this Malvern Prep team. Ennis back for Mount Lebanon. Martin takes a big piece of the body with 2:03 remaining here in the third period. Gehring going to get that out parked. He's just going to shoot it down behind the net. Good work there by Gehring. Malvern showing some very good composure here late in this third. Campanell moves it over. Benner, and he's going to move it up into the Mount Lebanon zone. Everons gets it, and he's going to clear it up into the Malvern Prep zone. Puck off there. There's Gehring, and he's going to clear it away. 1:31 remaining here in regulation time. Malvern Prep holding on to a 4-3 lead. And we're going to have an offside call.
Bounce off the official there. 1:22 to go. You might see maybe Coach Tabey looks to put Leckamy back on the defense and gets Sloan and Valerino and Jordan out there, or Unstrom. He's got to take a timeout right here to regroup and see what he wants to do. But considering he uses Leckamy back on the point on the power play, maybe he looks to get 4 forwards out there at this time, create some offense.
Well, you know, one thing that Malvern did in the middle of that third period when they were down 3-2, they put their 5 best players on the ice. They had Campanell, Byrne, Martin. You know, John Graves took a calculated risk there, but it paid off.
It definitely paid off for him. He went with his strength. He needed to get a goal to attack. He got one, and the second one soon followed, and now they're in a strong position right here with 1:22 to go, up 1 goal. See what Coach Tabey pulls out here with the face-off just over the blue line in the neutral zone.
Now, Will Alvarone's on the ice. Do you check his stick?
I'm not a believer in that.
Alvarone's on the ice, and you know what? John Graves, I give him a lot of credit. He's going to put Alvarone out here. And I'll tell you what, that kid, if Malvern wins it, will be a very happy hockey player.
I think we got to watch now at what point Vaughn is able to get to the bench and get the extra attacker out there.
Okay, Horn with Byrne. Leckamy back on defense for Mount Lebanon. You got Leckamy, Sloan, Udstrom, and Valerino.
Illegal substitution here. The forward came on the bench before Vaughn was able to get on the bench. So we have the center ice face-off right now. That's sloppy right there. You have the puck in the zone. You can't make that mistake coming off the bench.
Good call there by linesman Keith Zebra.
Yeah, he was on top of it. He was standing there pointing at the goalie, and he saw the illegal substitution.
Okay, Horn going against Sloan here. Weiland trying to work that puck in, and Leckerby's going to work it back to the line. Nick Averona puts it up on the boards. Here comes Campanell. 2-on-1. Campanell makes a little move. Oh, and a good defensive play by Danny Weiland. We're down to 58 here. Here's Sloan up with it one more time. Vaughn going to the bench. Puck moved into the Malvern zone. There's Will Averona. He gets the puck. He's going to try to clear. Leckerby moves the puck to the net. And Dick Averona gets it. Byrne up with it. And Conway grabs that puck. And Dick Averona up off the boards, and they work it out of the zone. We're down to 38 for Malvern Prep. Horn gets the puck. He's going to try to move it to the net. Here's Campanell. Oh, and it's just shot. 30 seconds remaining here in the 2004 state championship. Here's Campanell. Mount Lebanon having trouble getting that puck out of the zone. Puck up in the air. Horn bounces it. Weiland's going to get it. Here comes, it's the final rush. We're down to 15 seconds. Puck goes deep, and we're going to have an icing with 13 seconds remaining.
It was a nice play at the blue line by Malvern, but this is a bad mistake here. You don't want to face off in your own zone with 13 seconds to go. You got to bounce that off the far boards and keep it from going over the far goal line. Mount Lebanon used their face-off, so they can't take their timeout. Can't take a timeout here to set up a play. So hopefully they've practiced something through the year that they can go to right now. Looks like Sloan's going to take it.
Oh, you got Gehring.
He's going to try to pull it right here to Udstrom for the quick shot. No, they got waved out for going too slow. Now you got a defenseman taking a drop.
Weiland against Gehring. Won by Gehring. Good face-off win there. We're down to 9, 8, 6 seconds left in the period. Benner going to get that puck. He's going to hold it along the board. Malvern Prep is going to win the state championship. The Malvern Prep forward after 4 unsuccessful. They win it 4-3. And a great hockey game here at the Robert Morris Island Sports Center.
It was a fantastic hockey game there. I don't understand what happened on that offensive zone faceoff, but you don't really want a defenseman taking a draw. Someone else should have stepped in there for when Sloan got waved, but fantastic comeback by Malvern. Third period, get 2 goals. It's been a long time coming for him, and a great win for him.
Shots on goal in the third period. Mount Lebanon 12, Malvern Prep 7.
Well, Kevin, we talked about this is a much anticipated game. Paul Tabay talking to his team, telling them to keep their heads up. But an outstanding job this season. They came all the way this way, and to lose it has to be disappointing.
It is disappointing, but they still had a tremendous hockey season this year. You know, everybody starts the season and there can only be one winner. And that doesn't mean if you're second that you had a bad year. They won a Penguin Cup for the first time since 1976, and there's nothing for them to be ashamed of. They played a great team, very well played game today, and it's not like Mount Lebanon came here and gave a poor effort. I mean, they were in the game, they had the lead. It's disappointing, but they had a great year, a very good year for the Mount Lebanon Blue Devils.
Malvern Prep, on the other hand, John Grays, you know, we've talked about they've been pretty much #1 in the state all year, and they finally captured this. This is going to be very satisfying for Coach Gray.
No question about that. He's going to be ecstatic to finally come through, and you know, to use the cliche, maybe get the monkey off his back here a little bit. They've been knocking at the door for a number of years, and you know, we were talking in intermission whether there be some doubt creeping in, and it wasn't at all. They responded to the challenge, and they pulled out the victory in an excellent game, tremendous championship game.
Well, Doug Heck, as always, a great job. Kevin Zolmansky, excellent color commentator today. The final score here from the Island Sports Center, Mount Lebanon falls a little short. Malvern Prep wins their first state championship since 1990, and they win 4-3 over Mount Lebanon. Great job, as always, Doug. We want to thank you, and we're going to stay tuned for the medals presentation.
And now for the presentation of the silver medals to the Mount Lebanon Blue Devils. Number 2, Kevin Carlin. Number 4, Jeff Simon. Number 5, Eric Sloan. Number 6, Josh Ebron. Number 8, Tony Ballerino. Number 9, Greg Adrian. Peterson. Number 12, Matt Bartkowski. Number 15, Dan Weiland. Number 16, Chad Udstra. Number 17, Joe Petruska. Number 19, Bill Leckenby. Number 20, Rick Blakey. Number 21, Brian Hamill. Number 23, Michael Jordan. Number 26, James Sipra. Number 27, Brian Colligan. Number 29, Drew Toucher. Number 30, John Proliger. Number 33, Zach Rosen. Number 38, Jack Milhouse. And number 44, Matt Bond. And the coaching staff of the Blue Devils, head coach Paul Tabine, assistant coaches Bobby Montana, Jim Krieger, and Chuck Belly. Congratulations, Mount Lebanon Blue Devils, on a great season and a great playoff run. And now for the presentation of the gold medals to the AAA state champion Malvern Prep Flyers. Number 1, Mark Satola. Number 3, Will Averona. Number 6, Jeff Mucha. Number 9, Nick Averona. Number 17, Matt Dunton. Number 22, Sean Olehar. Number 37, Steve Notabart. Number 44, Luke Benner. Number 46, Brian Moulton. Number 68, Tim Donahue. Number 81, Justin Martin. Number 85, Jim Behe. Number 89, Matt Farrell. Number 90, Tim Horn. Number 91, Chris Campanelli. Number 92, Tim Gary. Number number 93, Keith Ennis. Number 94, Matt Campanelli. And number 96, Warren Bird. And the coaching staff of the Malvern Prep Friars, head coach John Graves, assistant coaches Mike Graves and Ed Casey. This time, we invite the captains of the Malvern Prep Friars to come forward and accept the AAA State Championship trophy. Congratulations, Malvern Prep Friars.